This is a quick review on how to calculate slope. So this is your slope formula. Hopefully you have that written in 1C. If not, I would pause the video and write that in now. In this formula, the x's and y's refer to the coordinates. So you're going to have your first point and your second point. So they call it the first x and the second x, and the second x, and the first y and the second y. Okay, so we're going to subtract our y's and we're going to subtract our x's. Okay, let's look at our first example here. I have 2 points. Remember, we have x's and y's. This will be my first point, so this is x sub 1 and y sub 1. So my second point, so x sub 2 and y sub 2. All right, so in my formula, it says I want to subtract my y's. So my second y is -4 minus my first y is 7. Then it says take and subtract the x's. So I have -6, always minus my second x is -4. All right, so when I do that, I get a -11 over, I have -6 minus a -4, so that's really plus a positive. So over -2, divided by negative is a positive, so that's positive 11/2. So that's the slope of the line that passes through those 2 points. Okay, here's the next one. Again, think about x and y, x and y. So my first point and my second point. Okay, so I want to subtract my y's. So start with my second y. -1 minus, always minus, my first y, which is 3, over my second x minus my first x. So I have -1 minus 3 is a -4 over 4 minus 0 is 4. So my slope is going to be -4 divided by 4, which is -1. In our next example, we have x and y, our first and our second point. Okay, so I want to subtract my y's. So I have 8 minus a -1 over, now I want to subtract my x's, 17 minus 17. So I have 8 minus a -1, that becomes plus a positive, so I end up with 9 over 0. Okay, now, keep in mind our math rules. You cannot divide by 0, that's not possible. So this would be an undefined slope. So if 0 is in the denominator, it is undefined. Okay, and the last problem here, again, think about our x's and y's. Okay, so I want to subtract my y's. So I have 3 minus 3 over 20 minus 15. So that was my first y minus my second y, my second y minus my first y over my second x minus my first x. So that gives me 0 over 5. That's something you can type into the calculator and you get 0. So my slope here is 0. I have a 0 slope. Keep in mind that would be like a horizontal line. Right? If we had an xy axis, it would be a horizontal line.